Hey guys, I'm Soda here back again doing another movie review, and today we'll be reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is directed by Sam Raimi and features Benedict Cumberbatch, Xochitl Gomez, I think is how you pronounce her name, Benedict Wong, and Elizabeth Olsen. I can't remember everyone else in the cast's name. So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. If you haven't seen this movie yet, please use this review, because I will get into some major spoilers in this review, so you have been warned. Please leave this review, okay? I'm not gonna get too much into the plot of this movie because like the plot was a little complicated and it'll just take up way too much time and my camera doesn't have much storage to explain the whole plot. But I'm gonna start off with my thoughts at first. Now, did I like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Yes, I love Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Actually, I actually like this movie better than Spider-Man No Way Home. Actually, Spider-Man No Way Home I just thought was too overhyped and like it could have been better and yeah, but I still like Spider-Man No Way Home. Don't get me wrong, I like that movie, but like I just don't like it as much as most people do. So yeah. So with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, like this one wasn't overhyped at all, but people were very underwhelmed with this movie because they thought there was gonna be like a billion cameos, like Deadpool was gonna be in it, X-Men was gonna be in it. Like, no, like I wasn't expecting any cameos. The only cameos I was expecting was just Bruce Campbell and Tobey Maguire, but like Bruce Campbell was in this movie though, but Tobey Maguire didn't show up. That was the only thing that just got me a smidge overwhelmed because I was expecting Tobey Maguire to really be in this movie because, like, this is made by the exact same guy who made those movies. So I thought maybe... And he was even in the previous Marvel movie, too. So I thought they would have, like, gone for it and put Tobey Maguire back in here again. Maybe a little cameo, but, like, they didn't. So... But, like, that's nothing wrong with the movie, though. Like, it's just a little, like, minor, like, criticism. So, yeah. But Bruce Campbell's cameo in this movie was fucking awesome. Like, it was so funny. Like, Bruce Campbell's cameo, I loved it so much. And it's so sad to see how much he's aged. Like, he actually looks really old now. But, yeah, but Bruce Campbell, he still, like, has the look of Angela, and he's still funny. Excuse me, I've been coughing a little today, but I'm not sick, though. What was I gonna say? So let's get on to the characters of this movie. So first off, I'll start off with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange in this movie, he's awesome. He has a full character arc in this movie, and like, the whole movie revolves around him and the girl, like him and Miss America, I think was her name. Her name was America Chavez, I think. No, not. It was America Chavez. I don't think her name was Miss America though, but America Chavez. She was a girl who can like go through many universes from what. As you guys may know, like she would go through many like universes in the multiverse and all of that. And I thought that power was really, really cool. Like that's probably one of the best powers I've ever seen, to jump to different multiverses. That was fucking awesome. So yeah, and there was even a bunch of like multiple Doctor Stranges too. But Doctor Strange in this movie, he was great. Like I love how like in the movie like he really wants to get with I forgot what the Rachel McAdams character, I forgot what her name was, but he was trying to hook up with her a lot in the movie, but he can't, and like she's even getting married to this other guy, and in all the other multiverses, he sees like in none of them like he's never hooked up with her, and like he literally like they're never meant to be, so Doctor Strange would get really sad about that. So I felt really bad about Doctor Strange about that. But Doctor Strange, he was cool. Like I loved his like connection with America too. Like their duo, like their whole bond was just beautiful, and like they made it such an awesome bond. And like yeah, their bond was so awesome. Like I even saw them as father and daughter a lot at times. Like yeah, that's how strong their bond was, and it was great. Like yeah, their bond carried the whole movie actually. So yeah, and Doctor Strange, like let me think. What else was I gonna say? Doctor Strange, he goes through all these like other events, and like he can't really remember Spider-Man like we saw in No Way Home, but like, yeah, and like, but Doctor Strange, like I said, he was dope in this movie. And then we get on to America. Like I think I would say America was my favorite character in this movie. Like America was dope. Like I like she was so cool. Like, and I liked her whole backstory too. How she accidentally killed her family because when she barely found out about her powers, like she made her family go through this other universe totally by accident. And that whole scene had a lot of emotion in it. And yeah, that was a great backstory of her. and let me see, and then the fact, and then like she's even the thing that the main villain of this movie wants, Wanda. Like Wanda really wants sorry, like someone sent me a text, so I'm trying to see what it is. So Wanda, she really wants, let me think. Yeah, Wanda really wants America because like Wanda is the main villain of this movie, but I'll get to Wanda in a bit. So yeah, but that whole thing was pretty cool. What was I gonna say? Hmm. Well, yeah. So then we get to. So I think that's enough about America for now. So yeah, she was cool. But and then we get to Wong. Wong, he was sort of a side character like he always is. But yeah, Wong was still cool in this movie. Like he had a lot of cool moments. Like when he was falling off that cliff and he lifts himself up. That part was cool. So yeah, Wong had a lot of cool moments in here. He had some cool lines too. And then we get on to the best part, Wanda. Wow, like wow. I would say this is the best we've ever seen Wanda in. Like, Wanda, she was great in WandaVision. Like, she was awesome there. But here, she was better. She was fucking awesome. Like, I couldn't get enough of Wanda in this movie. Wanda and America were the best parts of this movie for me. Because Wanda, she was the perfect villain for this movie. Like, I did not expect Wanda to be a villain of an MCU movie. Because Wanda was great in this movie. She was scary too. Like, Wanda, like, they actually went for it and made her, like, an actual, like, horror movie witch. Like, you know, like how most witches are portrayed in horror movies. That's basically what she is in this movie. Like, she's a horror character. And that's exactly what you should expect from a horror, like, from a horror director is Sam Raimi. Like, he made the Evil Dead movies and Drag Me to Hell. And now he's making our witch superhero into an actual witch. So that was really cool. So yeah, and she had so much scary moments. There was so much jump scares in this movie. I should have mentioned that earlier. This movie is a lot of a horror movie, actually. Like, this is both action and horror combined. And this movie is really scary at times. It made me jump a lot. So much jump scares. Like, all of the jump scares in here were very unexpected. There was even a scene where Wanda was even crawling out of a portal, looking like the fucking Grudge. Like, her bones were cracking and all of that. Like a lot like a horror movie. So this movie definitely felt like a horror movie put to Marvel. So yeah, what was I gonna say? And then there was even like that whole scene where they were in that chamber, and then like Wanda was trying to get out of the mirror dimension through the water, and like even her eye appeared, and that was a big jump scare. And then what else? So yeah, the whole movie is all revolved around her, like trying to like be with her kids actually. Like, it explains the whole thing in WandaVision, like how she was able to do that, 'cause she was able to like take something from another multiverse and put it into this world, but like have it be her in her own way. Excuse me, sorry that went on for too long. So yeah, but that was cool how it explained like all about Wanda and like how she can like see like her other life in another multiverse. So that was cool. And like she even dreams about her kids all the time. Like, she really wants to be with her kids. Like, she thinks if she goes to the multiverse and like she takes America and all that, like she thinks if she kills the other Wanda in the other universe, then she could be with those kids in that universe. So yeah, and that was a really cool story for her. Like, that was a really cool story for Wanda, since she has nobody. She doesn't have Vision. She has nobody. Like, and oh yeah, that was another like minor criticism I had with this. Like, I was also expecting White Vision to be in this movie, but he wasn't. Like, what the fuck happened to White Vision, Marvel? Like, where the fuck did he go? Like, when are we gonna see White Vision? That's what I really want to know. Like, when are we gonna see White Vision ever in Marvel again? Because I'm really curious. What the fuck happened to White Vision when he flew off in WandaVision? That was like, we never saw what happened to him after that. Like, and I thought this movie was gonna explain that, but it didn't. So yeah, but I'm not shitting on that, but I'm just saying, like, that's another like criticism I have with this, but it doesn't really take any points from this movie at all. But yeah, but I would say at least add him. Like, you could have at least just added him, like Tobey Maguire. Like, I can get past like not adding Tobey Maguire, but White Vision, you should have added him. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Let me think. But Wanda, like, yes, so like I was saying, she had a lot of scary moments here, and like even when she was taking over the Doctor Strange like like the the Chamber of the Wizards or something like that. Yeah, and even that scene. Oh yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys didn't. I hope you guys didn't stick around like when I said spoiler alert. I hope like the people who watched this are actually in here. But that whole scene where Charles Xavier, Professor X, was Mr. Fantastic, Peggy Carter, Black Captain Marvel, and Thunderstorm, I think was his name. Like, I don't know if his name was Thunderstorm or because like when he talks, like he can make stuff happen or something like that. I forgot what his name, but he's from the Inhumans. That whole scene with them was fucking awesome. Like that was a great scene right there. But I didn't expect them to die that fast though. Like they died way too fast. Like they were just there and then died. Yeah. Very similar to like Deadpool 2 when they brought the X-Force and they were just there and then died. But it wasn't funny though. Like it wasn't in a funny way. It was like in a very serious and scary way. In a very dope way too. So yeah, and then even like Wanda went to that universe, the other universe with the the whole thing with the Illuminati. I didn't really get that whole thing with the Illuminati thing and all of that. Like, were they good or were they bad? Like, I was very confused. Like, were they good or bad? Like, it was kind of confusing to me. Like, yeah. So that was a little flaw I had with this movie was the Illuminati thing. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Well, yeah, but that whole scene with them was cool, like introducing them and seeing Charles Xavier come back, Patrick Stewart, like seeing him come back was cool. And that just shows you that even the X-Men movies are connected with the MCU, which is cool. And then it was really cool to see Haley Statwell. I think that's her name. The girl who plays Agent Carter. It was really cool to see her as actual like Agent like Carter, like in the costume from What If, like that whole scene, like her whole like her awesome shield, like that was dope to see her actually like be in the MCU with like her whole outfit like in realistic version. So yeah, that was really cool, like to see Haley Atwell as like the full like Captain America. So yeah, that was cool. What else? And then John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. He was pretty cool actually. Like I wasn't expecting him. I was not expecting John Krasinski to be in the MCU. Excuse me. I was not expecting him to be in the MCU. Like everyone knows John Krasinski. He made a Quiet Place movie. So yeah. What was I gonna say? So yeah, and then that whole scene where Wanda kills all of them was very dark and very scary, and like even Wanda looked like Carrie in that scene with all the blood around her. Like she was destroying all those Ultron robots, and then they all were like, all their blood was splattered on her face and on her outfit. And she looked so creepy. And then she even like this just shows, like this whole movie shows you Wanda is the strongest being ever, like in the whole multiverse too. Like the whole multiverse, she is the strongest being ever. Stronger than Charles, stronger than that dude with the mouth, like stronger than everyone. Like she's the strongest thing ever. Even stronger than Doctor Strange. Even stronger than fucking Thor. So yeah, like their execution of showing that she was the strongest was dope. So and yeah, she deserves to be the strongest. Like she's awesome. Like yeah, yeah, she's probably one of my favorite Avengers too, like mostly due to this movie. So, let me think. So yeah, that whole scene where she made the guy like got the guy's mouth vanish, and then she even explodes his head. I'm like, wow, what was I was not expecting that. And then like that whole scene was fucking dark. Like that whole scene was super dark, and it was surprisingly kind of bloody. And I never thought I would have seen this in an MCU movie ever. Like this whole scene was super creepy, and like the music in the scene too made it more creepy.